been way too long. Let me just recap my stats here, see if I can figure out what I'm going for here. Looks like a strength faith build. That works for me. Strength faith. Alright. Let's get a move on then. You guys are gonna have to bear with me. I forget how to do pretty much everything. Alright. I know how to do that though. Apparently not as well as I thought I did though. Holy shit! There we go. Well, that was terrible. I am horribly rusty. So I'm going to have to attempt to do that again without being absolutely terrible. Sorry about that. I think we've beaten most of the... I think we're up to date on ball. Don't know exactly everything that I'm doing. Just gonna quick let's do that. Ooh. What if do I sell the down point? I do. Disrespect. Alright, moving on. Enough fooling around here. Let's go do what we're actually supposed to do. What we're supposed to do, I have no idea. But, you guys know whenever you watch my stream. I don't. I just fool around half the time. Ooh, baby, a triple. Do I have the key yet for this? I do! Sweet. Awesome. Oops. My cat is knocking things over. Kitty, stop it. Okay. Also, for future reference, since, you know, nobody really watches this a lot, if you want to see more of specific things, you can leave comments, and I will try and do that for you in order to increase popularity. At least that's the hope. Because, you know, I want to know what you guys want to see. So you probably don't want to just see me doing whatever, you know. That was supposed to work. But, yeah, if you guys let me know what you want to see more often, then I should be able to hopefully comply more. Oops, missed. Gotta be careful with them, they can actually parry you. Ooh, that works. He glitched through the map, but who cares? Gotta be careful about that one, because that dude up there won't be happy. Heh! I didn't even switch to my parry item. That'll work. I forgot this was a parry shield. I think I'm using, what, the Lothric Knight shield? Probably. Let's check. Yep, Lothric Knight shield. Lothric Knight shield, Caestus, Restore, Sword +2, and Pyromancy Flame. That's basically just for the Fire Surge. Not like it's like super useful, but there are some enemies that are weak to fire, so it's not a bad idea to have something that does fire damage on you. I need to use my bow here. Even if you can't use it effectively, having a bow to knock those things down is incredibly useful. Just give me 1 second here, gotta fix something. I was actually just really quick letting somebody know. Skip through the dialogue. If you guys want to see the dialogue, generally you should just play the game on your own. Like, no issues with you guys, but you know, I've played this like a billion times. If you guys want to see the dialogue between all the NPCs, feel free to let me know, and I can probably just change it up and sit here just slowly
all you
go through this. And then if you guys want to actually read what they're saying,
as if you deserve respect. Now you've gone and rescued the wench.
Blah blah blah.
How
this
very
is an asshole, but at least he helps you later.
I'm Egon.
Really
I am
useful.
allied to you for as long as you assure the girls, and only for that long.
He can be summoned for... Off the top of my head, I can only really think of one off the top of my head. He can be summoned for the Crystal Sage fight, which is useful to have him with you because he's really freaking tanky. So if you're not building like tankiness, it's useful. That should have been okay. Fuck you. That's way of a shit ton of Estus flasks. Alright. That guy's already dead. Come up here, grab this around the cogs. Not sure why he hit me when I had my shield up, but okay. There we go. And then you get luring skulls. I haven't found a really good reason for using the luring skulls. I mean, they attract enemies to them, so it might be a good idea to just throw one if you're... It's good to throw one if, like, there's a particular enemy that's blocking a pathway you want to go, you don't want to fight him. But I'm not sure what all the Alluring Skull works against. You could try it against certain kinds of enemies, because they're pretty common, and you can buy them, I'm pretty sure, for relatively cheap. Be an Ember here. These guys are really easy. They hit like a truck, but they're really easy to kite.
Bastard's curse.
Just use your speed to your advantage when fighting them, because they hit really freaking hard with the spiked maces. You can get them though. They drop them. It's like really low drop rate though. You get these things. They're pretty good. I've used them before. I don't know why I pushed that. They're heavy though. I haven't opened this doorway yet. Well, that's silly of me. Let's go back and go around. Maybe I haven't fought the Great Rotted yet. Oh well. If I haven't, that's the next on our list then. Oh, you know what? I think I went around, went up to there, unlocked, oh dear. What's his name? The old Pyromancer guy. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. I haven't played in so freaking long. Anywho, let's go back and go that way. It also makes me wonder if I've actually gotten the branch from the other dude yet. Which I don't think I have. You know what? Maybe I should probably do that first. Go get the branch so he doesn't shoot at me. For those of you who don't know, on top of that tower, there's a giant with a bow. And he shoots arrows at you whenever you're near a white tree, which you can't really see it. You can kind of see it from, you can't see it from here. If I went to the other side, you can see it. But they drop, the trees drop these, which lets you transform. You know, like this. Kind of like the chameleon style. Oh, that's weird. Anyway, they let you transform like the chameleon style. But, the one you get from him is special. It has a quote underneath it, and you don't want to use that one as long as you have it with you. I'm not sure if it has to be in your inventory if you just own it, but I keep mine in my inventory just in case. He won't actually shoot the arrows at you, and they won't hurt you. So if you don't have that, he'll shoot the... Well, I don't know if they can still hurt you. They might still be able to hurt you, but he won't shoot them directly at you. Pretty sure they still hurt you. He just won't shoot them directly at you. He'll shoot them at other enemies. This is my favorite dude.
Oh. Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegbert of Katarina. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow?
See, he explains the whole thing to you.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, they come from this tower. Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk some sense into them. But I have to find a way up. This lift only
goes down. Yep. So basically, you just walk over top of it. That one goes down. The other one that's above there comes up. This one comes down. And you can hop on this one. You go up, talk to the giant. We'll skip the Great Rotted Pike for now. But that you saw that platform there, that's what you jump off of to go and follow Siegward. Onion Knights. But you just come over here, you talk to this dude. He won't attack you unless you hit him. There was like one time that he hit me first, and I didn't actually do anything to him, but I think it was just a glitch. So you just talk to him though.
Who are you? I help
Hit make peace.
anytime.
He says, I help anytime. Hands you the young white prince, the special one. And he'll always say, I help anytime. He doesn't say anything else. But as you see now, I have this one, and then this one. And then this one says, good friend, no hit, which means he won't shoot at you anymore. And from here you can see that it's ever so slightly, you can kind of make it out. Like if you look right above my character's head, there's like a white tree there. That's the birch. And that's the one you want to go to. But we're actually going to go fight the fire demon first. There's a fire demon. He's not very, it's not horrible. You hear the That's when you want to roll off. Because out here is Siegbert. He figured it out. And you talk to him.
Don't diss
He tells you not to go down there because there's a demon down there. But then when you go down there, he comes and helps you anyways. If you position yourself right, he'll actually do a buff. And if you're close enough, he'll give you the buff as well.
Well, I seek word of the night.
So hopefully he'll do the buff. Nope. He doesn't always do the buff. Even if he doesn't do the buff, that doesn't mean you're SOL. It's really not that hard to kill it. Just be careful not to get hit by some of its stuff. And good. See? No biggie. I dropped a fire gem. See? Which you can use to infuse your weapon with fire.
That was quite. But you
And then you
mustn't
talk to him
be
again. Obviously, he gives you
Your
a sea
valor.
brow. He will always give you pretty much a secret route every time you help him out. Almost every time. There's like one time where he doesn't help you, or doesn't give you a secret route, but that's because he's in a well. But I think he gives you one later anyways for it, so. Almost every time you physically encounter him, you can do one. Get a secret route. So anyway, now that we killed that thing, it really isn't that hard, like I said. Come over here, get the... I want to see the large club. Yeah, the large club. You get a great club later from one of the Watchdogs of Farron NPCs. And you get the full northern set. So if you don't have the northern set, like you didn't start mercenary, but you wanted the heavier armor, you can just come here and pick it up. I usually just get rid of it. Not all of those ones are fake though. Easiest way to tell is to use your lock-on feature, which will let you, like this, lock on to ones that are alive. Now generally you can't hit them, but something like that is very useful. These are ones that go into the fire. They throw poo at you. Be careful. I don't actually know if it's poo. It seems like poo. Falco! Falco! But after you hit him down, piercing is generally the best way to deal with them. And hitting them with any ranged weapon will generally drop them off the ceiling. There's going to be 2 dogs in here, and then a bunch of those things from the ceiling. There's one there. One of those things is right here. Lock-on features generally the easiest way to tell any of them apart. Bombs work really well though. Now for this one, there's 2 of those evangelists up there. Can't really see them well. When you go to open this chest, like all these guys on the ceiling are gonna drop down, and it's easier to deal with them than around the ground. But you can only open the chest once, obviously, so you can only get them all to drop once. But generally, you don't come back here. This is the only time you come back here unless you die. Which is a possibility. There are 2 evangelists there. They do pack a punch. Like these guys are generally pretty easy. I got 3 Estus left. Generally, what happens is if you can try and sneak up and at least get a free backstab. If you can't, just rush them. One of them will turn and do melee, and the other one will generally spellcast. That's generally what happens almost every time I've done it. See, like one switch to melee, the other one spellcaster. So you just I focus the spellcaster. 2 free backstabs. That one. 3 backstabs. Backstab. Pretty easy to just backstab. Like I said, you generally can fight these guys really easily. But they do get... If they hit you, you know, just be careful. They do hit really hard. Come on here. There's nothing around there, so don't bother. Just off the top of my head, I don't believe there is. I've played this multiple times. If I would have missed something that was over there, it'd be hilarious. She's pointing down and saying secret, but I don't think there's a secret. Oh, there might be though. No, I don't think so. Generally, don't pay attention to all the messages. Most of them are going to be false information. And then you get the Flynn Ring, which increases your damage based on the less equipment you have. So, if you're doing like a very light build, like stealth builds or range builds, generally won't have a lot of weight to them. This is a little bit tricky because if you go down the whole way, you will die, unless you have the game volume. Turning it down. Sorry. Anyway, you want to jump to this one because if you fall straight down, you're gonna die. It's just far enough that if you fall down the hole, straight die. I think maybe if you have the cat ring, it might work. But then you get the Chloranthy and the mirror outfit. Which is a lighter armor set, but it's better in some ways. Like, obviously, if you look at the lightning resistance, it's near double of what I'm wearing. Dark resistance is higher. All the general resistances are higher. You get less poise with it, though, and obviously less physical armor. So, the lighter armors have better resistances, for the most part. It's on a base by base. They have better resistances, but they have worse armor, base armor. And the other ones have, obviously, a different set. I'm going to get rid of my Blood Bite ring, which is increasing my bleed resistance. I'm going to swap that for the Chloranthy ring to get my stamina regen up. And then I'm probably going to swap... I'll leave the blue Tearstone on for now. This is generally my ring set until later in the game. And I am fat rolling for some reason. So let us figure that out. I am just barely over encumbered. So let's take off the helmet and swap to the Mira set. So we're doing a faith build. We don't need full armor right now. There you go, that's better, see? That's what my character looks like. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to go around through there where the white birch tree is. Go through there. Kill the Great Rotted if we haven't already. It's been so long I've forgotten. And then we'll be good to go. Dead body. Is Dark Souls scary? It depends on what you define as scary. I mean, to me, it's not scary. There's not like a lot of. It's not like playing Dead Space where there's like jump scares and anything. The storyline itself is creepy or dark, but there's nothing super scary about the game. Some of the monsters freak me out, but not in a way like I wouldn't want to play because I'm so scared. But more or less like they're just creepy. In my personal opinion, Bloodborne is a lot scarier than Dark Souls. But that's because Bloodborne is very, very, very dark. Like you're almost in perpetual darkness, and you're actually hunting monsters instead of doing like a quest to kind of save the world like you are here. So, in my opinion, no, Dark Souls isn't scary. But I mean, if you're watching it and it's scary to you, then it's scary. I mean, but these are some of the earlier episodes, so not going to be that scary. The Great Rotted is kind of scary. I remember when I first played Dark Souls. I started Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2. I never played Dark Souls 1, never got the chance to. Oh yeah, that's the yeah. But yeah, like earlier, that guy up there with the bow, he's not going to shoot directly at me because I have the branch. It looks like I already got it. So now I can just kind of walk around. Yeah, see, those don't hurt you anymore. They used to, though. Like, I can stand right here. See that? Yeah, so that doesn't hurt me anymore. My shield didn't even bounce. Kill this dude. Yeah, but once he's not shooting directly at you, it's a lot easier to do what you gotta do. Now, I don't remember if I killed the Great Rotted last time. I really don't. It's been so freaking long. So we're gonna see if this is just a hole or a fog gate, or if it's standing over there. Oh, it's just a hole. Okay, so I already beat the Great Rotted. Alright, cool. I just forgot to open the damn door. So there we go. Anyway, for the longest time when I first started playing this game... Oh wait, no. Originally, when I played Dark Souls 2, when I started with Dark Souls 2, that it was pretty scary when I first started playing because I had no idea about Dark Souls, no idea what it was, how to play, how to get better at it. I generally just sucked, and that's why it's scary to me because I couldn't play the game at all, I couldn't do anything. But after time, I got better at it significantly, in my opinion. At least Dark Souls 2. So I stopped having to worry as much. I'm just gonna run and grab these guys. So I don't feel like fighting them again. Egon, help me! Egon! Egon, help me! No, he's not gonna help me.
What is it?
The funny thing is, if they hit him, he'll aggro to me, even though it's not my fault. Can they come inside? I don't remember. Oh, yes they can. Get one of them to fall. Oh. Later, losers. So around through here, there's an ice dude. You can make him out right there. So I'm gonna get ready to fight him. I'm just gonna eat one of these just to increase my stamina. And I'm a gold. I'll get another resin some other time. He's generally tough, not ready for him. The frostbite is a pain. Firebomb. There we go. Once you get a good couple hits in, it's pretty much straight. And he gives you the Irithyll Straight Sword, which is an icy straight sword, which is kind of cool. Puts frostbite on enemies. It's useful if you want to frostbite people. I don't want to frostbite people. I think frostbite takes too long to build up. I mean, if you have Vort's Great Hammer, that's pretty easy to build up frostbite with because of how large it is. These guys are pretty scary, but that's because they're wings pop out of their back like that, and they're weird. I generally try to kill them as quickly as possible so they don't do that. I need to check to see if I have enough to upgrade. Okay, I think once I get one more Titanite shard, I can upgrade my sword to the 3rd level. Because the damage I'm doing is not high enough. I also have a bunch of souls. I should probably go back and level up. But I'm going to try and get through this really quick. You want to kill him before he does anything. He's one of their leader ones. He'll do like a screech and then they'll all come running to help him. I don't go right to start, I go left. There's gonna be an NPC just chilling here and she attacks you. She's pretty easy. Like a Terran, like I do. Oh, I forgot about that. She also throws them. She throws poop at you. There we go. She's not tanky at all. She just does damage. And you get the butcher knife, which is what she was using. It heals you when you do damage with it, which is pretty good. Obviously, for obvious reasons. It's a strength weapon though. It's like 24 strength to wield. It's got like A scaling right off the bat or something like that. It's really good. If you're gonna go strength weapons like strength and regen, the butcher knife is like a ridiculously good weapon. You don't have to hit this guy because he's sleeping. You can just kind of walk around him and kill this guy for a Then get the shard. That's the last shard I need to upgrade my weapon. Okay, so in my opinion, this next part is the hardest part to do because you gotta. There's one on the bridge, there's two on the ground, there's one back there, and then there's a leader up there. If you get the leader screams, they'll all aggro to you, so you really gotta rush and do it quick. Okay, so there's the leader scream right there. So there's 3 down, and you gotta kill them relatively quickly. That one won't aggro unless he screams like a second or third time. Then you can go in here and kill him. As he was going to scream, you saw him. Now, before we go straight through, we're going to head back here. Head right over to the side here. And you want to drop right off the edge there. You got to be careful you don't want to fall all the way down to your die. And here's where we get a couple things that I'm going to be using for this faith build, because I'm going to need them. Oops. This dog will spit poison at you, so you're gonna fall. There we go. And that's more strength, which will increase my faith, or I think it increases the damage. Boosts miracles, it boosts them, so it makes my miracles, which are the divine spells, the faith-related spells, they do more damage then. Alright, moving on. Halfway Fortress. So named because it is halfway. Talk to these guys quick.
Oh,
This is
hello.
Henri.
I'm Henri of Astora.
She helps you later.
This
This is Horus. He gives you the Blue Sentinels thing, and he also helps you later. He just growls at you. Alright, we're gonna head back and upgrade. After you've talked to Henri, this lady will appear.
I am serious.
This is
Duty,
Cirrus.
I doubt.
She's
I just left.
more important later than right now. Like right now, she doesn't really help us much. Use all these up. That was the And we have a Braille Divine Tome, so we should probably go and talk to Irina, who's the one who's going to sell us our miracles. She's down here.
Mercy.
Sorry.
Oh, champion, if I was not the gods I am. Oh, no, tell you what.
So she's all these lovely miracles. You don't get any. You really don't get any combat miracles until a little bit later. You can pick up some in the environment, but generally you only get other ones, I guess. Now, I believe for the most part, off the top of my head, the faith part of this build is literally just to boost my lightning damage, which is fine. Force isn't a bad one to have if you want to knock invaders off of things. I have the soul, so I'll pick that up. And I'll pick up heal. For now, I'll just stick to
Have
those.
a pleasant journey.
There I am.
Coronix, that's the name of this dude. God, I forget his name so
To
easily.
learn.
But if you walk away and come back to him, he'll give you the, well,
Do not be God. What?
he should give it to you. Unless I talk, I might have talked to him already. Yeah, I might have talked to him already. Gray rat's there.
You know I'm well. Everyone, I'm well. Thank you.
You send him to pillage, he'll go pick up stuff, and when he comes
Goodbye.
back, he'll have things for you. Do I already have the dark sign?
Oh, as I have said, but perhaps I believe we pelted those. As I have, but be safe, chap.
Okay, so if I die a bunch of times, he'll give me free levels, essentially. But that'll hollow me. It's part of what's required for the alternate ending of the game, which I am not going to be doing.
At the foot, if
However, the free levels are always nice. Let's see. Upgrade my sword really quick. Get that to where that needs to be.
what?
There you go. Raw plus 3. This upgrades through Twinkling Titanite, which is, if you have it, is good. Once I have 16 faith, I can switch to the Saint's Talisman, which I plan on using. Just double check and see if there's anything here I can get. I'll pick this up in case I want to help somebody.
Ashen 1. Well, it's very
Let's level up. I need 16 faith for this talisman, so we can only level up twice. Alright, yeah, we'll do that.
Farewell, Ashen 1. May the flame.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go and we're gonna swap the Pyromancy Flame. Well, I guess we can use the Pyromancy Flame too. The Pyromancy Flame doesn't weigh anything. But it's not gonna be used. I mean, I can't use it to cast sorceries. Or, I mean, oh my god, miracles. I'll just keep the one spell because I only have 1 and 2 minute slots, so I can only use the one. But I can just hold on to the one heal spell. You know, honestly, now that I'm not using it, it's just taking up space. So just get rid of it. Alright, back to halfway. Alright. All these summon signs appear. It's not a bad idea to summon people to help you out. I'm gonna just summon this guy just in case. I do so because if I get invaded, because I can obviously get invaded, it's good to have somebody to help you out. So I don't have to wait for him to pop in. I'll just move forward and he'll show up when he shows up. Hey. Hey. Yep, okay, so we're good. Let's use the Claymore. It's a good weapon for strength builds. Dark. Of course, evaded right away. And he's right over there. So we gotta kite back. I'll go ahead and give a friendly wave. Alright. Overheat to magic user. That is a large chance to switch. So annoying. Yeah, get out of our fucking way. Get out of here. Alright. Good stuff. Cool. Moving on. Invaders fucking suck. And that's the exact reason why I stumbled down. Now, knowing my luck, that person's probably going to try and come back and invade again. Because if they invade and they lose, they generally don't. So they like to come back and then. Then there's this dude here. Black Knight in here. Black Knights are sight issue. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Obviously, it's better if they do. So you come in here, you get all the sellsword stuff, including the twin blades, which are over here. And then you get the Farron Coal, which is used also to upgrade weapons with Andre. Farron Coal. It gives you access to like sharp and heavy infusions. My NPC took off without me. Well, not NPC, the other player. There he is. Oh, he's just pointing. There's gonna be a crab here. Kill the crab because there's stuff there that I want. Great Swamp Rings from that if you don't have them already. You get the Conjurer set and the Great Swamp Island. And this one, keep doing this. Oh, your Hyson spawn running with me. Oh, I'll get destroyed. I'm just looking for the crowd. Oh, it's a watch out the parent. Yay. Wave. They're not very friendly. No, he's gonna try. No, back up, back up. He's gonna try and lead us to the other guys. That hammer's got the stupidest move set. Screw him over. Well, that's what happens when you get invaded. This is probably as good as time as I need to stop. So we're gonna go ahead and stop since apparently it's telling me my connection's too bad. Alright, but hopefully I will stream again soon.